Most beloved Bhagwan, respected elders, sisters and brothers, Sairam to one and all. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 71st edition of SAMARPAN, an offering by the alumnus of Shri Sai institutions. In this edition of Sai Samarpan, we have with us yet another great devotee of Bhagwan, Shri Rommel. Rommel sir has been blessed to pursue a career in the service of the nation. Being a diplomat by profession, sir holds over 25 years of experience serving India both inside as well as across several continents. Shri Rommel qualified in the civil services in the year 1980, subsequent to which sir took up his first assignment in the United Nations Department in the Ministry of External Affairs. Sir then moved to his home state and served as the regional passport officer both at Hyderabad and at Bangalore. Following this, Shri Rommel moved abroad to represent India in cultural matters as well as in matters of economy. Sir served in Africa as the Deputy Chief of Mission in Nigeria, Cameroon and Chad. Sir has also represented India in the Southeast Asian region where he served as the Consul General for India in Indonesia, and during his tenure at Laos, Sir was also the driving force for the ASEAN Summit in 2004. Sir then moved to Europe where he also held several diplomatic positions in Sweden, Latvia to name a few. Most importantly, throughout his entire illustrious career, Sir has continuously and constantly enrolled with the Sai centers in each and every place that his career took him. In fact, Sir takes great pride in the fact that he has served the Shri Sai Seva organization as an active Sevadal member for over 4 decades now. Sir retired from diplomatic career in April 2010. However, Sir continues to be an active and inspiring force that drives the youth of Andhra Pradesh and specifically at Mahbubnagar. Sir has also been a driving force helping us arrange the alumni meet Seva activity in and around Puttaparthi and continues to be an inspiring force for the youth around Puttaparthi. Without taking much of our time, I would like to hand over the stage to Shri Rommel, who would be taking us through his journey with Sai and helping us relive those golden moments. Shri Rommel.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Our collective pronouns, our collective love, our collective Atma Nivedan to our Lotus Swami. Respected brothers, respected sisters, respected Swamis, students. Today, it gives me a great honor to be present in this Ramesh Hall where Swami moved into every inch of this place and granted us those lovely blissful days. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to be here in this August Hall. Today, if someone questions us, who are the most dharmic people in the world? It is Satya Sai devotees. Who are the most divine people on this world? Satya Sai devotees. Holy people in this world, Satya Sai devotees. Anything that is prefixed and suffixed to Satya Sai becomes holy, divine and pure. These are not my words. These are Swami's words in the year 1971 while he was addressing a small group of Sevadal like this. We are the most fortunate ones, Swami said. The cream of the world are Satya Sai devotees. The top cream is Sevadal and Swami students. We are immensely blessed to be selected by himself. Swami clearly declared, it is not that you selected me, it is I have selected you with a clear mission, with a clear love, with a clear purpose. He said each and every one of us has a very, very clear role in the Sai mission of love. We have to understand this and not waste a single moment. Every moment is so precious. I've completed my 65th year. I do not know how I completed 65 years. It just passed away like 65 seconds, 65 minutes. I don't know how the first 10 years went off. The next 10 years, 30 years, 40, 50, 65, the time flies. In another 30 years I'll be ash, if I'm permitted to live till 90 by Baba. All of us are going to be just by Vibhuti, nothing else. It is a time now where we have to understand the significance of being such a Sai devotee. Being a such a Sai student is a very rare privilege. It is not given to Tom, Dick and Harry. We are the most powerful people on the face of planet now. Please understand, once he was addressing in Hyderabad, he said that such a Sai devotees are most powerful people on this planet. We have to understand, we should not underestimate our powers, our love for Swami and Swami's love for us. If we miss the boat now, it will be very difficult to get another Janma with Bhagavan Swami's mission. In the year 1974, in Puttaparthi, I remember, while I was a Sevadal member, Swami declared that my students are coming now. In the next decades, my Satya Sai students will rule over the whole of the world. In every department, they'll be there. And believe it or not, you visit Prashanthi Nilayam, look at the Ashram, Central Trust Office, all boys. Look at the singers, all Swami's boys. Look at Sadhana Trust. Look at radio side. Every department, accommodation, every department is filled with Satya Sai students. Similarly, in this Brindavan campus also, Mr. Ravi sir and KK sir, all of them are so wonderful, leading the Sai institutions. Till this year, till the last year and so, all Satya Sai students have taken over. I visited United States of America. I went to 75 Sai centers. Believe it or not, in every center, Satya Sai students are the leaders there. Either they're the vice president, the president of the Sai center, or a bhajan group, or everything. In all my diplomatic postings, it is Satya Sai students and Satya Sai Sevadal who are spreading the message of Swami. Indeed, we are all proud to be his children. People like us, like me, cannot be students, but we can be Satya Sai Sevadal. Sevadal is a great privilege. It's a great honor. It's not that whether you work 365 days or 365 seconds or 365 seconds or minutes. Swami just wants us to be a participant in Satya Sai Sevadal. Suppose if I am a member of Andhra Pradesh Sevadal, even X, Y, Z, somebody does good work in Sevadal, I will also get a benefit out of it. It's like a group insurance. Once we join Sevadal, it is a great, great, great blessing. Therefore, let us not give up this great privilege, honor, which Swami has bestowed on us. From 19 years, or even from 9 years, up to 90 years, we can join Satyasai Sevadal. Other day in the Prashanti Nilayam, I saw a 90-year-old man, gentleman from Uttar Pradesh. He was doing the shed duty there. Another 9-year-old boy was serving water in the canteen. It's not the age, it is not the quantity, it is with what love we serve, with what love we give to Swami, with what love we offer ourselves to Swami. That is great importance. I've seen our Satyasai students and Sevadal members working hand in hand and doing tremendous job all over the world. Other day I went to the Anantapur Principal Conservator Forest to work out the greenery projects in and around Puttaparthi. He said that, sir, no need for government to interfere. Your Satyasai students have already planted about 10 lakhs plants, and Puttaparthi temperature is already 2 degrees less than all other neighboring regions. Our Ms. Srinivas sir and the other Satyasai students, alumni, have been doing super well. It's not only this particular Puttaparthi. You take any Satyasai center, it is the Sevadal and the Sai students are taking a very crucial role in promoting Swami's mission, Swami's goal to the world. We devotees should know Swami is our Pranava, Swami is our love, Swami is our Pranam, Swami is everything for us. Likewise, for Swami, we devotees are his Pranava, his breath. We are not just near his properties, beyond properties. We are something more than properties. We are something more than his Pranava, his life. He is fulfilling his goal, his mission through Satyasai Sevadal and students. Swami openly declared, if my Satyasai devotees are good, the whole world will change within no time. We need not look for X, Y, Z to change the world. We have to fulfill our duty to Swami. We have to fulfill our love to Swami. We have to fulfill our duty to Swami. Nobody else. Suppose the singers have sung so very well. We have to sing only for Swami. If you are doing seva, we have to do only for Swami. None else. Then everything is taken care of. Whether it is an office work, whether it is in a personal work, domestic work or diplomatic work, we have to focus only on Swami, 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 Swami. This lovely, charming Swami will grant us everything, whatever we want. I joined Sri Satyasai Sevadal in the year 1970. When I was a small kid, I finished my science school in Korakonda, one of the best schools in Andhra Pradesh. But later I joined, unfortunately, the Rowdy College, a ruffian college in Hyderabad, and I picked up all bad habits, from smoking, drinking, chewing jarda pan, seeing every day I have to see 1 or 2 movies, gambling, alcohol, everything. In those final days of getting myself into a rotten guy, I was introduced to my best friend, Mr. M.M. Rao and Mr. Prabhuji, Masudan Reddy. They all forced me to join Sevadal. I said, I am a useless fellow. I have all bad habits. How can I join Sevadal, Satyasai Sevadal? Then my friends told me, at least give up one bad habit. Take one step towards Swami. You need not give up all the bad habits. Take one step. Then the drinking has not gone into my veins yet. I said, okay, I'll give up drinking. The first step I took was give up alcohol and join my Sevadal membership. That was the best step I have taken. It has changed my life. It has changed my career. It has changed everything. Likewise, we all of us here who are seated here, kindly take this step, whatever may be your age, whatever may be your skills. Just join. It's like a Mangala Sutra. It is like a bondage between us and Swami in this world. Please join the Sevadal, whatever it may be. Even if you can spend 365 seconds. Just look at Shabari. Hardly she must have spent one day in a whole of 80 years or 90 years of life. That one day has got everything. Squirrel also. We need not work all the days. Don't have fear for such a Sai Sevadal. Join and then enjoy the sweetness of life. And respected brothers and sisters, here in 1972, I had the great opportunity to come to Brindavan as a part of Satya Sai Sevadal. When I came here, I was always given duty in the kitchen, and Swami used to come to the kitchen, believe it or not, on all festivals, used to give us Pada Namaskaram, materialize Vibhuti and put it in those utensils so that they become Akshaya. And invariably, after Seva work, we used to be given a group interview. Invariably. Swami used to like Hyderabad Sevadal, like anything, for any festival. Swami says, where are the Hyderabad boys? We used to ask Mr. Raman Rao and also Professor Anil Kumar to bring as many a Sevadal as from Andhra Pradesh in those days. We came here, Swami announced interview. The moment I heard interview, I was very young at that time, young boy. I dashed out to the interview room with a full speed, and I could seat myself in the almost near to the lotus feet of our beloved Swami. Then as more and more boys were coming, Swami said, move forward, come close. And fortunately, I went so close, then Swami had to keep the lotus feet on my thigh. I was in the cloud number 9. I was so happy. Oh, Swami. But after a few minutes, when I looked down, my cigarette packet was popping out of my pocket. You could imagine how shocked I was. My legs started shaking. And in the process, even Swami's leg also started shaking. And Swami observed this. And then I prayed to Swami, Swami, please do not point me out. Do not single me out. They will snatch away my scarf. They will take away my badge. Swami, please permit me to continue in Satya Sai Seva. Please don't point me out. I was just praying, I was not hearing what Swami was saying. And Swami is so merciful, Mother. He never pointed out, but he spoke, all the speech was on bad habits. He said, run away from bad habits. If there's a snake on your bed, will you get up slowly? Just run away. Move away from bad habits. He started advising all our young batch, asking us to get away. And the moment I came out of the interview room, I took the cigarette packet and threw it out from Brindavan outside somewhere here. But again, the peer pressure is so bad. Again I picked up that habit. It's very difficult. Once you start smoking 2-3 cigarettes, packets of cigarettes, it's very difficult. Therefore it's always better to avoid. And then my next Sevadal duty was for a Shivratri festival. I was posted in the Purna Chandra auditorium in the end of the hall doing the crowd control there. And on the stage, our beloved Swami was taking out from empty vessel, holy ash was shutting out. And there in the back I was speaking to Swami. Swami, these public miracles are perfect. But to intensify my personal faith, please show me a personal miracle. Swami, please show me a personal miracle. These public miracles are perfect. We read about it, we heard about it. Why don't you show me so that my faith will increase? As this monkey thought came, Mr. Raman Rao, who just recently, few days back, passed away, was our state president. He called me and my friend and said that next day morning, after Shivratri, Swami wants to distribute Chakkar Pongal Prasadam in Istara Donnelu. That is paper, it's leafy cups. Those days, Puttaparthi was a very small town, small village. He asked us to go to Dharmavaram. If you don't get them, go to next stage, that is Anantapuram. He gave us the money, put it in our pocket. We came out of the gate. We thought, thank you Swami for giving us 5 hours free time to smoke. Then we lit the cigarette, we started to Dharmavaram, we could not get those things. Then we went to Anantapur. Anantapur, we got all the 12,000 cups, leafy cups, and then we put it on the RTC bus. We tied all those 10 gunny bags on the top of the RTC bus and we started smoking and coming back to Puttaparthi. At Dharmavaram, midpoint, the bus stopped so that the driver wanted to have a cup of tea. And we also got down from the bus to have our cup of smoke. And I got down, I lit my cigarette, I looked up at the top of the bus. Believe it or not a single gunny bag was there. Not a single cup was there. Then my legs started shivering. Those I was just a student. I was just shocked, that's all. Meanwhile, the driver came, the bus conductor came. They said that how could 10 bags disappear? I was driving, it's just not possible. Then we were in a deep shock, whether to go to Puttaparthi. How can we, I know that Mr. Raman Rao and others, they will just remove the scarf now. There is no point in my going back to Puttaparthi. I was praying, Swami, I will never smoke in my life again. I will never ask for any personal miracle, but save me from this. And moreover, to fail Swami, to fail that thought that how will Swami serve sweet Pongal after Shivratri bhajan, as being a worrying factor. In this way, 15 minutes of the time, the bus passengers, in those days, Swami, it was the last Shivalinga function. After that year, 74 or 75, Swami gave a gap for about a number of years. And passengers were anxious to get back to Prashanti Nilayam. They cannot afford to wait a single minute. Then the conductor said, either you get down here or get into the bus. Only 2 options. At that moment, empty truck comes, the driver looks at us and says, Buddhi Leda, and then he got up onto the bus, he tied all the 10. He said that these 10 bags flew away on the highway, and which lorry driver will really pick up the gunny bags, tie them back. On my way back to Prashanti Nilayam in the bus, I knew that it was none but Swami himself. In this way, then immediately I took out the cigarette packet, threw it out. I said, Swami, I will never go any more near cigarettes. Now even if I now look at any cigarette, my hand shakes. It's such a terrific experience, a terrific personal miracle. Now I said, Swami, your seva is more than miracle for us. That itself is the topmost boon for us. We do not want any more miracles, any more such foolish monkey thoughts have come to me. Then I given up my second habit. The third habit is a jarda pan, tobacco eating. You ask any Hyderabad Muslim or UP Muslim or anybody who has got this habit, it's like chewing jarda. It's chewing tobacco. It gets into the nerve. Once you start getting that particular habit, it's impossible to give up that, whatever you may try. Then I went for a birthday festival and prayed to Swami. Swami, I am unable to give this bad habit. Please help me. Unless I give up this bad habit, I am not going to leave Prashanti Nilayam. Birthday festival was over. My batchmates all have left Prashanti Nilayam. Every day I was booking my ticket in the RTC bus. Last minute I was cancelling because I was chewing jarda pan. Then every day I used to lose in those days 10%. Last final I had only one bus ticket and one meal coupon. Then I went to Baba's Mandir and prayed to Swami. Swami, now I cannot afford to postpone my ticket to Hyderabad. I am unable to leave it. You take over, Swami. You please take over. And then I went to the kitchen, my general point of my seva. There, my canteen chief told us to load heavy utensils in the empty lorry. I was carrying a huge loads of vessels. I did not see water on the floor, and with the heavy load on the hands, I just skid and fell on my hips, and my hip bone broke into two. I saw the stars in the comics. I fainted. Then our Kasturi, Professor Kasturi sir, came running from the mandir. He sprinkled water and gave everything all first aid. And then the stretcher, in the meanwhile the stretcher came from the hospital. I was carried directly on the stretcher to Swami's veranda, portico veranda. Because in those days the bhajan was going on and everybody thought I am finished. And they wanted Kasturi sir to take him to veranda. And Swami was in the bhajan. He came out lovingly. Then he came to me and rebuked me, said, Ajagrata, carelessness. Then he further told me, if you would have been that day any place in the world, Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, Bangalore, wherever you are, you should have broken into two pieces like a pumpkin. గుమ్మడికాయలాగా రెండు ముక్కలు అయిపోయేవాడివి. ఈ రోజు ఇక్కడ ఉన్నవాడు బతికిపోయిన సెకండ్ లైఫ్. In that way, Swami gives us so many lives, many lives. At every point, he protects us. He knows where, what time, where we have to be there. Then Swami went in, got an apple, then Vibhuti Sadam, and told Dr. Alreja, take this fellow to Hyderabad, send him to Hyderabad. Then in the same stretcher, I was taken to Hyderabad. There they put the bandage from my chest in the Gandhi hospital, from the chest to the toe. I cannot move right side, I cannot move left side, I cannot even sit. I have to be in the lying posture for about 10 weeks, 2.5 months. You ask any pan eater, Jarda pan eater, no one can have pan in that sleeping posture. He has to spit it out. He has to spit out. Jarda is so strong, you got to keep spitting it out. Those days Swami used to take sada pan. It was just ordinary pan. We used to take the excuse, oh, Swami is having pan, let us also have. But in my pan is all Baba Kashmiri, Shivaji Kashmiri, all those jardas, all the tobaccos. And in that posture, for 2.5 months, it cured me of any desire of pan at all. More than anything else, my mother used to feed me with tears in her eyes. Tears. Every time she used to feed me, I used to see tears. Then I realized what mother love is. Swami wanted me to learn that. Then my brothers used to give me shave, give sponge bath. My friends, Mr. M.M. Rao and others, they used to read Sanatana Saradi for me every day evening. And my Satyasai Sevadal friends used to read Sanatana Saradi. Every day they used to come and we used to hold bhajans also. In that way, those 2.5 months have opened my eyes. Even my wife, she finished about 10 Likita Japa books. She's writing Som Sri Sairam, Om Sri Sairam with so much of love and prayer. Her devotion increased 20-folds or 30-folds. In that way, every problem, every difficulty we face, Swami has a deep inner meaning. Now drinks are over, cigarette is over, pan is over. Now non-vegetarian is another terrible thing where we all used to enjoy in those days. Then I went and put Padanamaskaram to my mother and said, Amma, Swami does not like this. I have to give up. I'm Satyasai Sevadal member. It's my duty to follow his instructions. Then mother said, if Swami doesn't like it, from today onwards, she said she will also not cook for any of the family members. We all became vegetarians without any issue. In this way, the movies and all other bad habits have vanished. Then Swami comes in my dream and tells, now you've given up all your bad habits, appear for IAS and civil service examination. I was in a rowdy college. I just took 4 years to pass 3-year BSc degree. I just passed with the minimum marks. And here Swami comes and tells, give the topmost examination. And moreover, I was already 26 years plus. I was not even eligible. For forward caste, we are 26 years. For others, it was 28 years. Then after the 3 months after the dream, the government of India increased the age limit to 28 years and I was eligible by 5 or 6 days to appear for the examination. In this way, we all get dreams. Every Satyasai devotee gets even at least one dream in his or in her lifetime. And it is the most precious thing. It is a direct interview, we should have faith in that. In that particular dream, I kept full faith and started working, believe it or not, 14 to 18 hours every day. There is no night, no day. The clock goes on. If you have to sleep, sleep for 2 hours, get up. Then again, work. In that way, my system totally changed. And believe it or not, I could get through the prelim. I used to, in those prelim objective type, I used to say Om Shri Sai Ram and take Om Shri Sai Ram and take all those objective ABCDs. I used to just take, and again it is Swami's blessing. Then the main examination I took because I was a science graduate, but I had no guts to attempt anything where I don't know even A plus B square, whole square. And I took history and sociology. In sociology, I wrote everything about Satyasai material. My answer sheet must have gone to a Satyasai devotee. He has given me one of the best marks. Again, in the final interview, it's another miracle of Swami. Swami again intervened. Out of 45 minutes of interview, 40 minutes on Bhagavan Sri Satyasai Baba. One of the first questions they asked me, your maths, physics, chemistry, which is your favorite subject? I said, sir, I read many years ago, couple of years ago, I didn't brush up. Then they were all stunned. Then they went through my CV form, they saw Satyasai Sevadal. Then the whole discussion went on Swami, his miracles, his life story and what are our Sevadal activities. In this way, Swami's love poured out in that interview. I'm sure out of the board of 8 or 9 members there on the interview board, at least 2 or 3 must have been Swami's devotee. They must have given me the highest marks and put me into the foreign service. Swami can make a useless fellow into something. Only thing is we have to have full love, full surrender and pray to Swami. As a Sevadal, we were just doing my Nagar Sankirtan, my Bal Vikas and other small activities. We did not do big things. See, our mothers are like this. Every minute they think of us. See, look at that lady mother. She's worked up. It is for us, for Satyasai Sevadal, to take care of these particular unfortunate ones and pour Swami's love. Once we shoot love, Swami always tells, shoot love, experiment with love, and then people will become transformed. It's our duty to do this experiment with love and do our bit to the society. Sorry, where I was now is my brain becomes blank sometimes. Coming back to this particular service, I finished my initial training, and then again I was posted in the United Nations for a short period. Then I opted to become the regional passport officer Hyderabad. I was posted there. There I was following every duty of Satya Sai Sevadal. People used to come for the passports from morning 7. I used to be present there by morning 7 and leave the office only at 8 o'clock. 13 to 14 hours, continuous work without any stop. Because it's a public service, it's a public office. We've got to fulfill Swami's vision of right Sevadal. I used to have a big picture of Swami in my whichever country I work, whichever office I work. I used to make it a point to keep a big picture of Swami, tell them that, you see, I am a devotee of Baba, I am a Sevadal of Baba, I am a servant of Baba. Very proudly we got to tell everybody, we should not hide Swami. We have to boldly tell, yes, I am Satya Sai Sevadal, I am a Sevak. In this way, I used to take a very bold step. In one of the country, when my minister came, he said that, oh, Mr. Rommel, you are having Baba's photo in the representational area. This is where all the local ministers and others will come into your place. Remove that. Before everybody I told him, sir, remove me from this place. I am ready to get out of this country. Send me wherever you want. In that way, you have to be very firm, 100% full time. Devotees putting faith in Baba. We have to come out openly and support our own Swami in our own heart. There is no need to hide, oh, that I am a devotee of some particular person. We have to very, very proudly, we have to project ourselves as Satya Sai Sevadal, as a Satya Sai student, as a Satya Sai devotee. And then in the passport office, we were doing, believe it or not, I made it compulsory. Please sit for Likita Japa. To Muslims also they should write Allahu Akbar. Christians used to write with a lot of love, Lord Jesus. Any name, first 5 minutes, Likita Japa. Next 5 minutes, story from Swami's Chinnakatha. Last 5 minutes, any group discussion, any of the staff members could discuss. Our lunch hour was 30 minutes, we squeezed to 15 minutes. I said 15 minutes is enough. We'll work. I had a golden staff. The members are so loving. Most of them have become Satya Sai Sevadal members subsequently. In this way, every Saturday and Sunday we used to go to the villages and do whatever little part of Shivam Sevadal. In Hyderabad, I was very fortunate to be introduced to my Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Narasimhan sir. He is such a fantastic doctor, fantastic Sevadal member, fantastic human being. When I first gave him the book, he said that, sir, I am a devotee of Shivananda, Himalayan masters. I have to take his permission to come to Puttaparthi. Then I said, please write. Then he had written to them, and the reply came, visiting Puttaparthi once is equivalent to visiting 1 lakh temples. Visiting 1 lakh temples. Go there and offer your pranams to Baba. That was the reply which Dr. Narasimhan sir came. And he joined us with the Shivam Sevadal. We are all working together. And once, again coming back to Dr. Narasimhan sir, he is the chief of our mobile hospital now in Prashant Nilayam. What he did was, one day he had a small argument with his daddy. We were all working, coming back late in the night. His dad was upset and he scolded him. Then Dr. Narasimhan, he answered him back. Next day morning, what he did was, he made his dad to sit in a chair, then he went 75 pradakshinas. 1, 2, 3, 75 pradakshinas and 75 Sastanga Namaskaras. This is what Swami expects of each and every son. His mother was on a wheelchair He never left his mother like us. He used to bring his mother to Swami, Vishanti Nilayam, in first class AC, make her to have a darshan of Swami and send her back. This type of love he is able to give it to his parents, and it is the duty of every Satyasai devotee to first revere our own parents. Now my mother is not there, now I feel sometimes, Swami, if you can give her 10 days time extra life, I would show her how much I love her. But she's not there now. This is the case with all the youngsters. We do not know. We have a lot of love for them, but we do not express when they are physically present and bring them to Swami. In this way we got to, if we want to really offer something to Swami, let us respect our parents. This is the first and foremost teaching of Swami, which I think all of us will have to follow, this Bharatiya culture concept. And we work together, and then in that way, every Sevaral member in Hyderabad, in those days, we were trained by Professor Anil Kumar sir and other state presidents. They are wonderful leaders. They are like 1,000 mothers, I am telling you. We all say Swami 1,000 mothers. But our Satyasai leaders, whatever they tell, whatever they do, they have so much love. Just like the professors here in Brindavan. Or, see, look at the Satyasai students. How beautifully they are giving so much of love. Look at our Prashanti Nilayam, Munni auntie, Warden auntie, kitchen auntie, my God. For 30 years, they are giving the love of 1,000 mothers to students and students and students. My two daughters were very fortunate, Satyasai and Shri, they are very fortunate to be their student, and they speak so much of their love. In this way, we got to show our love to the people around. We have to express our love in actions and fulfill our karma. And then, when I was passport officer in Hyderabad, for my good work, we used to have Narayan Seva also in our office. We used to have a bhajans in our office. And for my good work, my foreign secretary Dikshit gave me as a charge d'affaires in Africa, in Angola country. Before I proceeded, I developed a very complicated hernia. The doctors have advised that I had to immediately undergo an operation. I was in the operation theatre. Here I got the death experience. Operation theatre. And my soul started departing from me. I could see my body below, my soul up. The countdown started. 9, 8, 7, 6. I was struggling to remember Baba. I was struggling, practically struggling. But everything, money, property, wife, children, everybody is coming into my thoughts. I was struggling, I could not remember the person whom we have to remember in that particular moment. At that particular moment, Swami came and caught my hand. I could link up to Puttaparthi sands in those days. He said, see, you are very proud that you are such a Sai Sevadal member. You think that's liberation, nirvana, you can remember God anytime. But all the time in your mind you are having money, profession, job, everything. How can you remember me? And again he said, it should be very natural. At the time of death, I believe, Swami gave a very clear instructions. It should be, the soul will have to remember very naturally the Paramatma. The Jivatma has to mix with the Paramatma without any effort. It should come automatically, not struggling. If you struggle for the name, it is not real death. Then Swami further told me, every Satyasai devotee will have a beautiful death. That's why I'm sending you back. Then he pushed me back and lot of electric, it was like a welding exercise. The whole body was having electric flashes for about 5-10 minutes, and Swami was there all the time, telling me about the preciousness of this life and how to die like Tukaram, Kabir Das, and all these great saints, where it was so natural for them. They remembered God, they said, but we should not struggle for God's name at that time. You should get it naturally. If you make your work as worship, he also gave the solution. You have to have work as your worship. Whatever work you do, in office, everywhere, think of Swami alone. Let him be the center point of your thought, center point of your work. Then we get the name automatically when that beautiful death comes. He says, death has to be overjoyed by such a Sai devotees. I don't want any such a Sai devotee to weep over death or fear death. They have to invite death with all the boldness and with all the love in the universe. And that Pushpak Viman, just like Tukaram has said, he said, it is my duty, he said, Swami said, it is my duty to send Pushpak Viman to every such a Sai Sevadal. He said so. In this way, even if we give little to Swami, little fraction of seva, he doesn't want tons of seva. Whatever seva we do, quality service, with thinking of him all the time and making Swami as the center point of our spirituality, then the death will be sweet. Anyway, our monkey mind, it doesn't, to get used to Swami's name, it's not a joke. I've been trying, every time the mind goes back to money, family, properties, everything. It's very, very difficult. But still, we have a wonderful partner. Once we take such a Sai as our partner, Swami, you are my partner in my business, you are my partner in my life, you are my partner in my job, you are partner in my seva. Once we take him as a partner, it is his duty to make the partnership blossom. We have to remember that we have to be his loving partner in the life. In this way we can achieve everything that we want to offer to our beloved Swami. It's the duty of every such a Sai devotee now to understand the basic request of Swami. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to be happy, 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 happy. Nothing else. He says that you are happy, that is my happiness. He said so many number of times. But all the time we are always sad. All the time we are anxious about something or the other. Even if there is no problem, we buy somebody's problem and keep it on our head. In this way, we are always thinking of some problem or the other. It is the time that we totally give our Atma Nivedan to our beloved Swami and pray to Swami with tears of love. Then the partner will come running. The partner will come, our beloved Swami will come running wherever you are. Then I was posted to Angola, Africa. It is under a civil war. Military factions were always fighting against each other. In all my diplomatic assignments, I followed one beautiful formula. We cannot explain about Baba, but Baba's books will explain. I used to use two books. One is Man of Miracles, another is Holy Man and Psychiatrist. These are the two good books. I know K.K. Sir also has written a wonderful book, but they are for the devotees like us. But for the newcomers, these two books work like very beautifully. I met the Director General of the Foreign Office, who is in charge for the peace process. I gave her name is Maria Jesus Haller. I gave her the Baba's book, Man of Miracles. She looked at the photo. Oh, he said, they're very charming. He's like a pop singer. Is he a pop singer? Then I said, yes, he's a heart singer. Your name is Jesus Haller. For me, he is a Jesus. For millions of people all over the world, he is the Jesus reborn, Father of Christ. It's up to you. You can take him as your friend, as your father, as your best friend, as your brother. Whatever you feel, you take him and then read at least 2-3 pages of his. I will not be able to explain him. Then she took that book reverentially, put it in her briefcase. After a few weeks, she was at my office door. As for protocol, they don't come, they call us. She came and said, "You are Baba." I said, "He's not my Baba, it's everybody's Baba." "Baba, he is my best friend. He solved 3 problems. The peace process which she suggested. The country was under civil war practically. The average span of Angolan was that time was just 42 years. The only profession for all youngsters was only military, army. They used to go to the villages in the truckloads, pick up the all young men and make them to join army, either this faction or that faction. The Cuban forces were there, the South African forces were there, the whole country was in shambles. And the proposals which she submitted to our president, they have accepted, and in all the country meetings, they agreed that peace should commence. Second thing, Angola has a very beautiful beaches. She used to go for swimming in the beaches. One day she was about to be attacked by a shark. Then Baba majestically came between her and the shark and pushed the lady to the shore. He said, "This is the second miracle which Baba showed me." Third one, she had a bile problem from her childhood. Every time she was having the nausea treatment, feeling, she said that I prayed to this your friend and he cured that. Baba has cured me of that ailment. In this way, I had a lovely time in Angola. India imports 8% of our oil needs, gas from Angola now. The country is progressing. And that time Mr. Sam Nuzamo was a freedom fighter for this Namibia, our adjacent country. Namibia was under the occupation. And Sam Nuzamo was operating from Angola. To him also I gave him Baba's book. I used to take the letters from my Prime Minister's office and also from my foreign office, give it to him. Along with the letters, I used to give him Baba's book. I used to only tell him only one thing. I do not know whether you believe Baba or not, but this Baba can help you to get the freedom. After 2 years, Namibia got its freedom and Sam Nuzamo became the president for 2 consecutive terms. I'm not very sure that he played or not, but taking the book of Baba itself, the picture itself will create right environment for their country, for their people, for everybody. And next, my posting was in Indonesia, one of the most beautiful countries. I thoroughly enjoyed the Sai centers there. You have a bhajan, you put a garland, the garland grows 3 times. Here in Puttaparthi and other places we saw the garland growing inch by inch by few meters. But there you can see, you have to make it 3 times. How does the flowers grow? How does the thread grow? It's all Swami's divine love. On a Shivratri bhajan, when you have 8 Shivalingas, just come out of the picture after the prayers. About the Shivalinga, I just forgot to tell about Dr. Narasimhan was speaking. 2008, everyone was waiting for the Lingodvam from Swami in Kulwant Hall. And then Swami takes out a beautiful Lord Vinayaka, beautiful silver statue of Swami, and then calls this Dr. Narasimhan and tells and gives him this particular gift of his love. Then he said, "Your mobile hospital is doing exceedingly well." It doesn't mean that all our hospitals are doing less. They are much more, 1,000 times, 100 times more. Each of them, whether it is an ordinary sweeper to the top class doctor, they are giving the top class love. They are institutions of Swami. No one can point out anything on the institutions of our Satyasai. They are doing fantastic work. And all when I was working in Saudi Arabia also, I just referred a Muslim person. His daughter had a small problem. Without any recommendation, I said, "Go to Puttaparthi and register yourself." And she was operated. And in Jeddah, that gentleman used to attend our bhajans. Now, Indonesia, all these miracles. On my hometown leave, I went back to Puttaparthi, then Swami called for an interview. Then I mentioned to Swami, "Swami, there are so many miracles there in Indonesia. They're so blessed people. Then Swami said, there's a unity in their leadership. There's a tremendous unity in Satyasai leadership there. Therefore, I have to give out my love. It's not that don't give any importance to miracles, but give importance to the unity in Satyasai centers. There, Mr. Pova Krishnaputra, Mr. Baba Mohan Leo, Mr. Ganesh, they all work together. It's a big lesson for me on that interview. Swami was telling me, wherever you go, wherever you see that unity is sustained in that particular Satyasai center, all of us are not equal. All of us have our own problems. We have no right to comment on any of the member. We have to adjust and accommodate, understand and cooperate. But we have no right to point out that this is behaving so arrogantly, so rashly, etc., etc. We have to bow to the selection of Swami. All office bearers are selected by Swami himself and none else. Once we believe that, then there will be peace in the organization, there will be unity. He said that Satyasai organization is meant to not to promote anything else. It's to promote unity in the whole of the world, between the unity of all religions, all castes. Indonesia, 95% Muslims, 3% Buddhists. It's a very difficult place. But yet again, believe it or not, Bal Vikas, SSCHV, Nagar Sankirtan, in one particular town, Palembang, when they are doing Nagar Sankirtan, from the heavenly torchlight, when they are walking, the heavenly torchlight was showing the path in the Nagar Sankirtan time. Nagar Sankirtan is very important. Swami in one public speech told, earlier days I used to come to Bombay, go to Hyderabad. In those days everybody used to do Nagar Sankirtan. Now I am not feeling like coming to any of these cities, but it is as people are not taking Nagar Sankirtan seriously. It's a very important activity, seva activity. We are taking Swami's name to the doorsteps of the non-devotees and devotees alike. We are purifying the air. It's a very important activity. The Swami always used to insist, and all the good singers like you will have to take lead role. We have to sacrifice our time, money and energy and see that this particular reputation of name is Kabir Das, Tukaram, they all did it. Even Meera also went round the places singing the God's name. It's a great opportunity. We should not deviate from this Nagar Sankirtan activity. Even you are not a singer, just participate and give joy to Swami. We all know that Swami started Nagar Sankirtan when he was 8 years old. Panduranga Bhajan. He went round the Puttaparthi village. Now Mr. Srinivas sir, Swami student, he organizes Nagar Sankirtan in all the villages. And believe it or not, last December 31st, Satyasai students alumni, they organized a Bal Vikas program for all headmasters in and around Puttaparthi. 100 HMs came, 3 Mandal education officers came, and after 3 months we have 50 Bal Vikas schools in all primary schools. It's all efforts of Satyasai students. They are doing so much of silent work. Swami loves Satyasai students as his own self. We have to respect them, revere them. Likewise, Swami also loves Satyasai Sevadal members because they are his own. Now in Prashantilan we see everybody there, all Satyasai students doing so much of work. Even 2 of our trust members are Swami students, and one of them has been selected by Swami himself. We have to respect and revere all these leaders which Swami appoints, whatever may be the position. Today I am the leader, tomorrow you are the leader. One day when they wanted me to become, somebody suggested that I should become the state president from the Andhra Pradesh. Then Swami came in my dream, that time I was RPO. He showed me big boulders. No, you be a laborer, he said. Be a saver. There is no difference between president and the lowest person. In Satyasai organization, all are same. And Swami speaking about Satyasai Sevadal, he said that Satyasai Sevadal member is there in Bal Vikas, he is in the administration, he is in every Mahila Vibhag also needs their help. Every activity they are involved. bhajan mandal, every activity, study circle. Therefore, Satyasai Sevadal encompasses all the seva activities. Please do join Sevadal. That is the first and foremost step we got to take in this life. Those of us who have not joined so far, thinking that yes, I am a devotee, I am doing good work outside. But this is something different. Your romance with Swami starts the moment you join his organization. You need not be active. Please don't fear. Swami is our partner. He will make us to do at the right time. You join the Sevadal now, he may give you duty after 10 years, after 20 years. Do not jump into the Seva activity immediately. Wait for your turn, wait for your goal and join the Sevadal. Whatever place you are, wherever you are, in the nearest Satyasai center, 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers away, join Sevadal and we give love to Swami. We all know that these two fingers, last two fingers have no much role. In 5 fingers, these two don't do any work. But without these two, these 3 fingers will become waste. It has to be 5 fingers. Therefore, we need these 2 small fingers also. Like Nakula and Sahadeva, only then the beauty of Pandavas come. The beauty of hand comes only when these 5 are together. We may not do anything, just be like this little finger. Just enroll yourself and be a part of Swami. This is a must, and we've got to take a firm decision. Whatever may be the age, whatever may be our skills, we have to join Satyasai Sevadal and give joy to Swami and give joy to Swami who is everywhere. Now coming back to this Indonesia group, so many miracles. There, we wanted to start, as I told you, it's a Muslim country. We wanted to start SSCHV there, classes. My boss for Mr. a Chinese gentleman and Mr. Mohan Leo took us to a school to start SSCHV. We explained to the teachers and students, but the principal said, the Chinese principal said, no, ours is a different culture, different country, you cannot have it, this year at least. Then the moment our cars left the school, Swami appeared. It was a big classrooms like this, every classroom, on the ventilators. In every classroom, Swami appeared with Abhayasta, blessing all the students. And all the students, out of fear, they ran out of the classrooms. Then the principal had to call my chairman, said, please come back and tell about Baba, start SSCHV, protect, otherwise everybody will take TC and the school will be empty. When we do a good step, when others refuse, when the government refuses, Swami intervenes. Then he shows the miracle. When to do, what to do, how to do, Swami knows the miracles. Therefore, we've got to take bold steps. We are Satyasai devotees. We are not hot-headed human beings. Believe it or not, firmly believe that we are not ordinary people, we are born to serve. Swami told me in that experience also. Satyasai devotees are born to serve. Your duty is to only serve with focusing on God. Therefore, we have to constantly remember this fact. Every time this Maya takes away everything from us, at that time we have to catch hold of Swami's feet. Swami, the Maya is taking over me. The Maya family, the Maya of job, the Maya everything. Swami says there's nothing wrong. We have to enjoy Maya. But we should be detached like a lotus from the water. We have to constantly pray Swami. Swami, I am unable to do anything for you, Swami. Please make me to do, before I leave my breath, let me do one good activity that would really please you, Swami. One small activity which I can offer to you. Swami, once we pray this, with tears in our eyes, Swami's heart will shake. He will grant us at the right time. Once a chief engineer from Orissa was traveling with me. He asked, we were sitting in the veranda there. He asked, Swami, I want to do seva. And Swami said, "Ee janmalo rasaledi for you, huh?" It's not easy to get Swami seva. We have to understand that. Now we have an opportunity. All those who are gathered here are already Sai devotees. They have already been selected by Swami. Swami told number of times, whether you do seva, whether you don't do seva, whether you do any work, whether you do bhajans, don't do bhajans, I am yours and you are mine. Nobody can separate us. That is for 100% sure. But as Swami gave us the breath, the life, the form, it is our foremost duty to give something to Swami. By joining Sevadal, we get some opportunity. We cannot become such a size students. People like me who are past the age. But youngsters, and again further Swami told once in another interview, every Balvika student is my such a size student. In one interview, a teacher asked Balvika's teacher, Swami, it's not like India from Bangkok. It's difficult to get children. He said, I am your first child. Start the Balvikas. Your daughter is number 2. Start the Balvikas. In this way, we can do small things, whatever we want. And we have to fully utilize our lifetime, fulfilling our dharma to Swami. Then in my next postings, it was a very tough posting, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. The moment I landed there, my diplomatic colleagues told me, Mr. Rommel, don't do any adventure. Few weeks back, a Filipino pastor was trying to conduct Bible class on Sunday morning. His fingernails were removed, no sent back. Here, we have to follow the rules of the land. Then I was enjoying my diplomatic career for 6 months or so. Then Baba comes in my dream and tells, Enduku panikirani vadu. Clap, sir, clap. It's truth. Enduku panikirani vadu. And my Mahbub Nagar sir really clapped. Good. In that way, fit for nothing. Enduku panikirani vadu means fit for nothing. We are all like that. And I do not know what to do. Whether I have to resign. Because my master, if my master tells we are not fit for his duty, what more remark can we get? I was weeping, believe it or not, for 3 continuous nights and days. I was just taking the small picture of Swami and then praying. All the photograph was full of tears every time. Without the knowledge of my wife and others, I used to cry and cry. Swami, I am unable to do anything here. Whether to go away from Jeddah asking my foreign secretary for some other posting is like a cowardice one. I have to be there. These are Swami's clear instructions, I thought. Then next day, after 3 days, when I went to the office with my resignation letter, or with 2 letters I kept, one for the transfer. Then 2 angels, Satyasai students, walked into my chamber. They saw my Swami's picture. Oh, you are Satyasai devotee. We are Swami students. Mr. Arul Selvanathan and his wife. His wife is from Anantapur campus and he is from the Prashanti Nilayam campus. He said that we will start the bhajan, sir. They immediately agreed. They said that both of them are singers. And we started the bhajan. And Mr. Manohar, another Sri Lankan devotee, was very bold enough. He said that I will become the president of the Sai Center. Mr. Rommel, you become the Seva coordinator. And Mr. Selvanathan Arul will become the budget coordinator. In that way, we started out. Even after 18 years, believe it or not, with Swami's blessings, the Balvika, the bhajan, everything is going on, including Narayan Seva. We used to do Narayan Seva beautifully in all mosques and masjids with Allah Malik, Allah Malik. And Mr. Arul Selvanathan has tuned all the bhajans into Islamic culture. He has put a lot of Allah into every song. Therefore, they shouldn't have any objection. But in the process, we also received some threatening letters from some quarters, and we used to send those by fax to Swami. Swami, please save us. In that way, Swami ensured that we had a very peaceful tenure. Because we are not doing anything wrong. He showed us how to mold the local conditions into Satyasai Seva activity. We used to cook all vegetarian food, go to the mosque and do our Narayan Seva with Allah Malik name. And we used to also involve a lot of local Muslims also, Indian Muslims, they used to cooperate. Once we tell we are doing a good thing, they always used to come to us. In this way, we had an excellent time in Saudi Arabia. Believe it or not, we had Nagar Sankirtan also. Is it possible in place like Jeddah? We started Omkaram and Suprabhatam at my place. We had lined up 6 cars in convoy. Then the first song, we used to all get into the cars, 6 cars going in round, open the windows, and then sing the first song Ganesha, then Muruga song, then Guru song, and by the time we make a full round, come back and give Harati at the house again. We used to open the car doors and do the Nagar Sankirtan in Jeddah. In that way, if we pray to Swami, He will make everything possible. We have to only take the bold step. Swami, you are with us. And then my next posting was to Laos, a very beautiful country. There, it's in Southeast Asia, not a single devotee of Baba was there. And I met there another great devotee, one of the best top-class devotee, Mr. Avi Sarkar. He works for the UN. He and his wife learned songs. I gave them the CDs. I requested them, Mr. Sarkarji, you are a Bengali, you can sing well, please pick up some songs. He picked up, his Laotian wife picked up, and they led the bhajans. And then we had in the government accommodation there, diplomatic accommodation, they used to give us about 6 or 7 rooms. My wife told me we need only small room, we have to practice sailing on the dais. All other 5 rooms were converted into classrooms for school children. Free English coaching center and free human values coaching center. First we started with 5 students. After a month it became 20, 30, 40, 50, and it went up to 150. Then the neighboring Buddhist monks, temple, they offered their place. Now Mr. Avi Sarkar, after I left, he converted his whole house, 6 rooms, every day. We used to do it only Saturday and Sunday, but Mr. Sarkar sir is doing it every day from evening 4 to night 8:30. Free classes. Then when Swami was in the form, physical form, he came with a map, took the blessings of Swami for a Satyasai school there, and Swami lovingly blessed. In those days the instructions of the organization were not to start the new schools, but promote the ones which they are already there. But Swami blessed, and the topmost school has commenced there in Laos. Their vice minister came to Puttaparthi to thank the Satyasai Seva organization for gifting a best school for their country. In this way, Swami takes care of every Seva activity, whatever we do. Then another postings of mine in Sweden. Wherever we go, in Prashantilam we have only a small single room. We always make all the rooms, a Balvikas room, a study circle room, coaching center, free coaching center. In Sweden, Satyasai students again, Mr. Kiran, Sai Kiran and Arun Shastri, they used to come and teach Vedam to all Swedish people. And then once we had our regional coordinator for the North European countries, Mr. Herman, has conducted a retreat in Oslo, Norway. We all went there from all countries, Denmark, from Sweden, from Finland, we all went there. I was also one of the key speakers. At the end of before I tell this, the Buddhist monks, we held it in a Buddhist monastery there. It's a huge area of 20-30 acres land. And before the retreat started, when they were carrying Swami's pictures to make the arrangements for the retreat, for the main hall and all, the monks said, oh, this gentleman, this Afro-Asian gentleman was there in this place. He already saw all the places, the bathroom, the toilets, the staying place for 3 days for the guests, for every arrangement he saw. He went into the kitchen, and where is he? Then the organizers, when they told him he's in India, they were a little surprised. They also attended the seminar, the workshop. I was also one of the key speakers there. At the end of my talk, one Norwegian said, I have a very difficult question for you, sir, in the question answer session. I'm struggling to get the answer. I'm unable to tell the answer, get the answer. He said, every time Baba comes in my dream and tells, leave your wife, leave your wife, leave your wife. And then he tells, my wife is a very ardent devotee of Baba. We love him so much. We cry at night. What to do? Here is our master who's telling, leave your wife. And here is my wife, she cries. We don't want to get divorced. What is the answer? Then I prayed, Swami was shocking. Then I said, I remembered my death experience. I said, Swami wants you to leave your wife from your mind, from your thoughts, from your each and every cell of your body. Leave your wife. Don't keep her in the mind. And you will not be able to get your nirvana. You will not be able to get anything. Swami never means that you should leave your wife physically. Swami means that you should leave all your attachments to Baba. Luckily that answer came, and that gentleman was so happy that he did not divorce his wife. He hugged me and said, thank you so much. At least I did not leave my wife. And then I said, we have to be very, very careful, cautious to leave our thoughts to Baba alone. And he is only one savior for us. In this way, Swami gave a number of miracles. Even when I was working in Nigeria, there are some groups, unfortunately, Nigerians are excellent people, but some groups are very bad mafias. They used to kidnap Indians, Americans, Singaporeans. They used to demand a lot of money, crores and crores. Every time an Indian is done, it is my embassy as a part of my High Commission, it's my duty to get them released. I used to meet the Chief of Police, Chief of Military, request them, bargain with them, with those ransom kidnappers. But I used to send letter to Swami. Swami, I used to weep and write, Swami, this man is under custody of somebody. He is under life and death. It's my duty to do it. Please do my duty. Believe it or not, in my tenure, 17 or 18 at different points, they are all kidnapped. All 17 of them were released without any harm. It's only Swami, Swami, Swami. Likewise, every problem, whether it is an official, diplomatic, personal, write to Swami. I have 2-3 requests to make, samarpans to make to all of you. The first and foremost is write letters to Swami. Write letters to Swami every day. It takes only 1 minute. Even if you have no issue, no problem, just write, Swami, I am very happy. But when we write, it has to be full of tears, full of love, full of affection. We think that Swami knows everything. Yes, certainly he knows. Once Professor Bashiruddin asked Swami, he was an ambassador to Qatar. When he asked Swami, sometimes you are in Kodaikanal, sometimes in Bangalore, sometimes in Puttaparthi, to which address should I write? The Swami said, the moment you put your pen down, the message instantly reaches me. It is immaterial where you write. It's only a trash carbon copy. Throw it in the dustbin. But what Swami wants us is a communication. Writing letters is like a laser beam. It goes to Swami directly. It penetrates into the Swami's heart. He may answer after 100 letters, he may answer after 1,000 letters. But remember one thing, that Swami has his own time. The best time he will take and he will act. Mere writing is not enough. We used to cry. Swami told so many times, we cry for everything in life, but we do not cry for Swami. This is the best moment. Write on any issue, any problem, with the tears welling up in our eyes. That has got a magnetic effect. If we cry, Swami's heart will shake, will just shiver with love. We've got to enjoy the love which Hanuman, with Radha, with Tukaram have enjoyed. Swami has given us this beautiful experience of enjoying the nectar of love of all saints. In the time of Meera, only she enjoyed the love of Krishna. Tukaram only Hari. But in this life, Swami has given us a golden opportunity to enjoy life of all the saints put together. We have to understand the majesty of his Satya Sai devotees. We have to understand the majesty of Satya Sai Sevadal. We have to understand the majesty of Satya Sai devotees. We have to fulfill our duty to give maximum romance, the maximum selfless love. Romance here means totally selfless, pure love, without expecting even a thanks, Swami says. The moment you get a thanks, all the good thing is gone. Like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, even 1 rupee or 1 thanks, it's poison. Do not let us, we are Satya Sai devotees. We do not expect any thanks or any gratitude or anything from anyone in this world. If we have to get something, we have to get it only from Swami. Like Hanuman got the beautiful hug from Rama at the end of the Ramayana. We have to get that hug from his lotus feet. That's only thanks we need, only gratitude we need, and nothing else. It should be purely selfless. In this way, these writing letters improves the communication between you and Swami, between us and Swami. Even if we communicate with Swami, every time, I write everything, immediately I tear it. I don't want my wife, my children, anybody to read it. You have to tear it. It is only communication between you and the God. You can write anything, whatever you want, whatever there may be issue. It will be solved, resolved at the right time. Give that decision to Swami and let us not take that. Let us write letters with tears. At least if we do it now, we will get after some time. Again, when we do bhajans, I was just speaking about Hari Sarkar in Lahore. When I used to see him, I used to sit next to him. Suddenly I used to see him, the tears of love used to flow from his eyes. Not only he, I saw a few Laotian boys. They just cried. What a tremendous effect Swami has on them. We attend so many bhajans. Did we get any tears? At least for first few days, you throw some water or some glycerin and get some tears. So that naturally after a few years, we'll get these beautiful tears of love and become one with Swami. We have to sing for Swami, whether it is a singer or whether it is a chorus, whether it is anything else. We have to sing only for one person. Once we start singing for only one person, the purity comes. Swami, I am singing for you alone, nobody else. Then the tears will come after a few months or a few years. The purity has to develop. The first thing is writing letters. Second thing is the tears when we do bhajans. And third thing, the most important message of Swami, sealing on desires. It is a secret which Swami gave. If you want to be happy in this life, practice sealing on desires. When you practice sealing on desires, all happiness comes to us. First thing is, Swami says, save money. But if you save money and put it in the bank account for our own selfish needs, it is not sealing on desires. It has to be spent. Like Swami tells a student, Swami is Satya Sai student, saves 100 rupees from saving his dobi work and donates to Satya Sai hospital, that becomes the greatest donation. Whatever little savings we do, see our ladies have got so many sarees in their wardrobes. So many of us, Swami tells, have 6 pairs, 3 party wear, 6 pairs of clothes. We all have so many clothes. What are we doing? We want more than one car. We want so many rooms in the house. Have a simple room. Donate all, not donate, at least a earmark, all of the rooms for such a Sai activity. Like a Vedam class, like a Bal Vikas class, one room. Likewise, if you are fortunate enough to have some more money, put the ceiling on desires. Lead a very simple life. This is a very important message of Swami. This gives us happiness. This gives us the contentment. This is what is the Buddha, Lord Buddha's teaching. We have to put ceiling on desire, ceiling on money, ceiling on food. You go to states, everybody throws in their trash cans It's all consumerism. They put the expiry date, they just give the bread for 2 days, 3 days, and they have no other alternative than to throw it in the trash can. So much of food is wasted. When my 2 children were studying in Satyasai primary school, their Munni auntie told them, when they came for holidays, they saw 2 rice grains on my dining table. They picked it up, went to the wash basin, washed it and put it back in my plate. They told me, food is God. Don't waste, you have no right to waste food. This is what is the teaching which our professors, lecturers, they give to Satyasai students. The gems of Satyasai mission. Therefore, we have to practice healing on desires. We do not need these extra baggage. It is like my heavy weight, like my pot belly and all. It is not needed. We have to be very thin. Make our desires as less as possible, as minimum as possible. Even if you can switch off one light, as Swami does when he goes out of the interview room, we cannot produce 1 unit of current, 1 unit of energy. At least by switching off power, these are all very simple teachings. These we are doing not to save power for the government, but to follow our Swami's instructions. We are saving our energy, not by gossip. We are always wasting our energy in gossip, talking about X, Y, Z. We have no business to talk about others. And on this very day, about 6 years back, it must be 20th of March 2011, I think, if I'm right, Swami is giving one of his final darshan. We all know that Swami cannot lift his hand, but he lifted with both hands to the ladies' side, to the gents' side, ladies' side, gents' side, like that. If you see the video, you will see that he lifted full-fledged namaskar. Why did Swami do? If you read Bible, you will know. Lord Jesus, Last Supper, next day, his judgment for his crucifixion is going to take place. He called his 12 disciples. He said, I want to wash your legs. Then he washed the legs. Those disciples were taking away their legs back. Then Swami said, no, I have to wash today. Because tomorrow, we have to do what I am doing today. And Lord Jesus washed the feet of his 12 disciples. Here we should remember that Lord Jesus washed the feet of Judas also. The person, one of the disciples who deceived Swami, Swami never pointed out his mistake. He washed his feet also. He just said that one of you are going to deceive me. Maximum he said that. Swami always tells us how to avoid bad. We have no right to call anybody bad or good. But Swami told us the golden rule. If any monkey fellow is sitting, is to pass away his robe and go to the next man. We have to avoid. We have to be far from them. If we think that somebody is not well to your expectations, just be far away from them. Run away from the bad company, Swami tells. But we have no right to criticize anybody. Our Satyasai organization, Swami that day he did. He told, I believe, that Namaskar is not only for those who are present in the Kulwant hall that evening. It's meant for every Satyasai devotee. Swami did this Namaskar. We have to remember this Namaskar of Swami and pardon all the people who deceive you, who trouble you, who create problem to us. It doesn't mean that we should tolerate bad. We have to only avoid them. Remembering Swami's wonderful lesson where he pardoned even Judas. Therefore we do not know. In this Kali Yuga avatar, Swami said, the bad, good, evil, everything is in one heart. Sometimes we behave like a Dharmaraja, sometimes like a Duryodhana. All of us have our own mistakes. Today if I am Dharmaraja, if our Maya is there, we become something else. Therefore we have no right to criticize anybody. And remember this beautiful gesture of Swami. Swami wants unity. The time of Satyasai organization now, whether it is the Balukas, whether it is Sevadal, whether it is Satyasai students, all of us will have to work as one team with full unity and remember this Namaskar of Swami. Every day please remember. I always remember this Namaskar of Swami and say, Swami, you have put me namaskar, let me do something to fulfill your namaskar. Swami has washed the legs. It's our duty to wash the legs of every person who comes in our life. We have to be very humble, very sincere, very simple. In this way, we have got to have oneness. Swami wants only oneness from Satyasai devotees. He doesn't want any differences. There should be no differences at all, whatever it is. In all Satyasai centers, in all Satyasai Seva organizations, Swami wants unity, 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 unity. If someone is creating trouble, just avoid it. Let us not add to it. This way we have to pray Swami. Swami, in my center, there is some problem. Please kindly help us to come together. He is there to solve. Whatever may be the biggest problem, He is there to solve. Why should we bother our headache? Once Colonel Jogara was thinking, I believe, Swami, I am having last night full headache, I don't know how to build this super hospital. You told that, you promised. Then Swami said, it's not your headache, it is my headache. Likewise, to keep Satyasai centers growing, it is not our headache. Our headache is only to write to Swami, to plead to Swami. Swami, bring unity in my Satyasai center, Satyasai universe. In this way, one single devotee prays with the tears, Swami heart moves and he acts. In this way, we have to become near and dear to Swami. And another Samarpan, another request to you is, we are wasting a lot of time in the sealing of desires, on WhatsApp, on Facebook. What nonsense is this? If you are professionally needed, use the Facebook. If you are professionally used or to use WhatsApp, use it. Swami told us very clearly, throw your mobile phones in the well. But it doesn't, he says that in the right sense, don't use too much. Use internet for half an hour, 1 hour, maximum. Don't go beyond that. We read newspapers, everything, political, this, that. We are creating all that evil energy into our brains. We Satyasai devotees have no time to waste on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on internet, on newspapers. Definitely we have to read. If you are a student, if you are appearing for an examination, you need a lot of general knowledge. You need a lot of general awareness. We have to read, but we should know what we have to read, what we have not to read. We keep reading and wasting our time. Time, every second for Satyasai devotee is very precious. We have it's not our time, it is Satyasai's time. It's not our money, it is Satyasai's money. You may think that I am earning so much money, 40,000, 30,000, 30,000. Not a single pie is ours. Every pie is Swami's. Once we feel with that and go with that sense of gratitude to Swami, then Swami will give us some role in his mission. And again, look at our Satyasai boys in the radio side. What a tremendous work they are doing. They are bringing Swami into our rooms, into our houses, into our offices. In whichever embassy I worked, I used to make compulsorily, I used to put my laptop and put the radio side 24/7 during the office hours. When I go back home, it has to be there 24/7. I may not hear, I may hear only for few minutes, but I keep it in a very low tone so that it doesn't disturb. Only in the lunch hour time I used to keep it a little louder. Those vibrations of Swami's discourses, those vibrations of songs from boys, they will throw away all the evil from your house. All evil spirits will run away. Everything good will come. We got to use this device, Swami's loving radio side. The students are struggling day and night to make the radio side into very, very beautiful voice of Swami. We have to hear. Even if you hear one sentence in the radio side, it's okay. I think so now I've taken a lot of your time. I thank the Samarpan boys and all the devotees for giving me this Swami's love. Making us part of Satyasai students is itself a great blessing. I always look forward to work with Satyasai students because they are very simple and sincere. Likewise, Satyasai Sevadal, they are sacrificing their time, money and energy for Swami's mission. All of us will give, working together hand in hand and bring joy to Swami. The only purpose of this life is to give little joy to Swami. Let us make up our minds firmly. Let us be very bold. Let us pray to Swami. Swami, please make me your good servant. Om Shri Sai Ram. Thank you so much.
Om सुखिनो भवन्तु। शांति शांति शांति।